Legends, welcome back in our ongoing series of the Mission Impossible. This is Farms Part 3. Let's get to it. All right. Now that the Animal Farm has been released back on November 1st, we have 19 farms to choose from. You have 17 regular farms that will farm you dogs or earn you dogs, 2 core farms that can earn pigs. And we'll take a look at the starting day APRs and some examples and options that you have, the multipliers and what it actually means, F&F, which means fill and fall, the animal farm flow chart, creating your COPs, and any of the smart contract addresses that you may need for verification. They're here for you. All right. So, excuse me. On the 5th of November, I took a snapshot of the APRs. This is where they are. Now, pretty much right now, they're sitting almost similar. Now, I know, like, good example, I was looking at Cake this morning. Cake in USDT is down to like 384. So it's still in the same range. And Legends, what you have to understand is there is nothing out there with APRs like this. Nothing. And believe me, I looked on different blockchains, not so much as just Binance Smart Chain, even on Chronos. To have APRs in this range is really, really, really an advantage compared to all the other folks out there to be able to get these type of returns. So like I say, you're just going to have to keep an eye on them because they do fluctuate. They're not a constant. It's not, once you put it in there and like we'll say Cake USDT at 494, then it consistently stays there. No, it won't do that. So you're just going to have to, once you make your deposit, just keep an eye on it. And here's the rest of the pools. Well, the same ones. Okay, so now, like I said, where can you find APRs like this? And they have to be consistent, and they're pretty much consistent. So if you want to get in there, and like I said, you're just going to have to go through, see which ones are going to be beneficial to you. Do you want to earn dogs or do you want to earn pigs? Now, there are advantages to one or the other. Good example. If you want to earn the pigs is a lot quicker to get your money out. Let's do it that way compared to dogs. Because if you earn dogs, then you have to stake them into one of the 2 pools. Then you have to wait for the taxes to reduce. So you're talking, and you're getting it from 90% down to 6%, as compared to if you farm pigs straight off the back by purchasing pigs and throwing them into the pig pen, then you're going to start earning your BUSD the next day. So that's something that you got to look at. And again, Legends, if you have the comatose tokens, or the coma tokens as I call them, laying in your wallet like BTC, ETH, Link, DOT, DAI, excuse me, any of those laying in your wallet still in the coma, you need to get them revived and throw them in here. You have nothing at all to lose, at all, because you're not going to lose any BTC. If you have one full Bitcoin and you put it in here into this pool, this farm here with BTC and BUSD, you're still going to have one BTC in 60 days, 90 days, or however long you decide to deposit it in there. And these are not those crazy APYs that with at 150,000%, and then they go to 10% in a week. The ones that we have now, they're really, really consistent, and they fluctuate maybe 1 or 2 percentages, every now and then. Like I say, make the money in the faucet, then grow it and expand it in the farm. Okay, so here's another good example. Make the money in the faucet, then grow it in the farm. So we got the Cake USDT. I don't know why that was in my brain. So just a $10,000 deposit into this farm, 50-50. So $5,000 in Cake, $5,000 in USDT at 418%, or 1.14% per day. That's $114 a day in dog tokens for your profit. But then, like I said, you have to take that dog token and put it into the auto compounding or the linear pool in order to reduce the tax, because you can't take them and just take the profit, because you're going to get killed with the tax. And again, here's another pool, a stable. Here you have impermanent loss because you have cake. Here you don't have no impermanent loss because it's a stable coin and a stable coin. Again, make the money in the faucet, then move it to the farm. Take the same 10,000 and have 5,000 USDT, 5,000 to be USD. You're going to earn 0.45% a day, or $45 a day on your stake. And you're not losing any of your principal. If you start with $10,000 today, and then in 90 days, you're still going to have $10,000. The USDT and the BUSD are not going to fluctuate. So there's a lot of options out there for the legends to make that money. Now, again, you see that NFA on there right here? This is not financial advice. I'm just giving some examples like I always do for my legends. Let's continue. Okay, the multiplier. Excuse me. The multiplier represents the portion of the coin or the token's rewards each pool receives or farm as a proportion of the token produced in each block. For example, if a 1x farm receives 1 extra token per block, a 15x farm would receive 15 tokens per block. So, of course, the DRIP BUSD is the biggest non-native token in the farm. Now, the rewards emission are variable and based on the dynamic supply control algorithm. So in times of high or low demand, the emissions will increase or decrease, but the allocation percentage will always remain true to the multiplier. So that's the purpose of the multiplier. Now, as I was stating earlier, the F&F, the fill and fall, it's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. And we saw that on the opening day of the farm, because on the opening day of the farm, the cake pool was like 73,000%. And it went from 73,000 down to a couple of hundred the same day. That's just the way it is. And as the farmers move into the highest APR farms, the APR will decrease accordingly. And like I said, we saw that on day one. So you can monitoring of the farms, the TVL, and the APR is a must in order to maximize your profit, because you just don't want to throw it in there. And then that particular farm or pool that you went into, it goes down to double digits. Now, I don't know if they're going to, because Forex takes care of us. I don't know if we're going to have any double digit farms and pool APRs, but you just want to make sure that you're watching it. Now, you have a couple of options. You can leave it in, you can put it in that, and we'll use the USDT and the cake farm. You can put it in there and leave it. And just until it stabilizes. Now that they're stabilized a little bit better, like I said, just throw it in there and just leave it. Option 2, you can move them around. And now that's the money movement strategy. So what pretty much is just moving the money from, oh, this APR is the highest. Especially if you have the tokens, or you can create the token or the LPs and move your funds into there and get that higher APR. That's totally up to you. And it's really going to be dependent on if you want dogs or pigs. Then option 3 is based purely on the tokens or coins that you have already available to you. Like I say, those coma tokens, if they're there, use them. There is no need to have BTC just sitting in your wallet, ETH just sitting in your wallet, especially with the price going down. No need. Okay, now there was a lot of talk going around that the farm, excuse me, legends, was strictly created for the whales. Wrong answer. He created the farm for the little folks as well. And why I say that? Now, like I said, a lot of the drippers fit on for the whales. It's truly for everyone. You get in where you fit in. I didn't have 1,000 pigs in there. I know Crypto Kings, just congrats to Ken. He just hit 1,000 pigs in the pig pen. That's him. You guys saw me. I think I had like 55 or something like that. You get in where you fit in. It's made for everybody. Now, like I said, the thing is, it's the same as the faucet. It's going to take time to build your position. You don't go into the faucet. Some people come into the faucet with just 10 drip and get all the way to a max wallet. It is what it is. It's the same way in the dog pound. It's the same way in the pig pen. There is no difference. You get in where you fit in and you build your position. Forex has been telling us from the beginning. Well, the legends you really knew when we did the MP on the pig pen and we looked at the supply of the pigs. So the legends already had that secret level 7 information. And it's the same way. So just build your position slowly. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Do you. Do you always. The legends act legendarily. And is like I always say, this is a marathon. And we've been discussing this since June. So get in where you fit in. We'll leave it at that. Find your strategy, create your COPs, set your goals, and engage. Don't worry about the others, the numbers, the wallets, what they're holding that you see on YouTube or whatever, even paying attention to mine. Don't even worry about that. You do what's best for you, your family, and your family's finances. Because it's your situation that is at, excuse me, that is the point. It's 100% yours. Let's continue. All right. We know the legends, we always operate with options. That's why the MPs were created, as well as to give you the education, but then to ensure that you have options available to you. Now what you can do to increase your stance or your presence in the pig pen, the pools and the farms and the dog pound, you can DCA or into there. That's solely up to you, or a lump sum deposit. It really is really going to be based on your goals. My thing is, when it's based on APRs, the DCA is not the same advantage as having that lump sum deposit, bam, throw it in there. But if you got to, like I said, you got to get in where you fit in. If you don't have $12,000 to throw in and you can only do $1,000 a month for the next 12 months, then damn it, that's what you do. Like I say, the limited funds, you start when your farms and your pools, GIFI. Get in where you fit in, period. And of course, again, use those coma tokens that you have laying around and give yourself ample time. You have time to create your strategies, your goals, and your COPs. This, like Forex has even said, this is for the long term. And man, for us to have the advantage of these outstanding APRs at this time, and imagine in 2024 having these same APRs, all of the legends are going to be financially set. You're going to be ready to fire. That's why that fire series is there. Legends, you can, between now, we in 2022, almost December 2022, and we go to December 2024, that's 2 years, you can fire. You have the ability at your fingertips. You just got to decide on your strategies, create your goals and your COPs. I'm here and I'm always going to support you as much as you can. And you have your fellow legends to support you too. Let's continue. This is the Animal Farm one-page summary that Forex put out. So you can use this to help you create your COPs. But your COPs are always going to be tailored to you. Because nobody's COPs and strategies and goals are going to be the same. Mine's going to be different from all 700 of you legends because I'm already retired, so I don't need the money. But now somebody younger than me that has this blessing at this time, or like my son, a good example, he's 20. For him to sit there and create his COPs now, or even my youngest son that's 13 that has his account that I have here on as well, when we created his, it's totally different. So use this to create your own COPs and do what you need to do. Here's a good example. And I use the USDC and the BNB, the BUSD farm. So again, you take 50-50. That's how your LP is created. You put it into the farm. In this particular farm, you're going to earn dogs. Those dogs, once you earn them, you're going to deposit them into the pig pen. Now, when you put them into the linear pig pen, you're going to start earning BNB, not the auto compounding. So then you take that BNB that you earn. Now you have the option. You can split. You can take 50%, put it into your wallet for you to use, and take the other 50% and reinvest it. If not, you just continue to circle. This is what is called the circles of prosperity. You're going to create these COPs based on you. You might say, well, I don't need the money right now. I'll just take a little bit. I'm going to put 90% back to reinvest and only take 10% personal, for you to do whatever you want to do to enjoy. Of course, get your ROI. Always get your ROI out. And here, adjust your percentages here accordingly to your goals to get the desired cash flow. If you know you need $1,000 a month out of this particular farm, then you keep going and creating that COP till it's paying you $1,000 a month. Then anything over that, you can cash out and, or go ahead and redeposit to continue to let it grow. It's a marathon, not a 100-yard dash. Let's move. Here are the addresses. If you ever want to check, all you do is copy and paste them into the BSC scan, and you can check on any of the farms or any of the pools. They are here for your access. So we covered 19 farms that we get to choose from. Now, 17 of them you can earn dogs. The other 2 you can earn pigs. We looked at the APRs and APYs that we had back in the beginning, and then I didn't look at them at current because they are going to fluctuate a little bit. They're not going to fluctuate a lot because that's the way Forex built them. We looked at a couple of options that you legends always have. We looked at the multipliers. We understand now what the fill in F, the F and F means, the fill and fall. We looked at the animal farm flow chart. And then we talked a bit about, we looked at 2 different COPs that I created to help you have a visual of what a COP is. And that's just your circle of prosperity. You can actually call them your cash flow circle, and how your cash flow is going to go. Then, of course, we put all the smart contract addresses out there for the farms. Legends. This is for informational educational purposes only, never intended as any type of financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is just information to help you to reach your financial goal. I never give out any financial information or any kind of type of financial advice. And always remember the 3. Number 1, crypto, especially DeFi, is an individual endeavor. You do what's best for you, your family, and your family's finances. Number 2, we have the best development department in the best community, 126,000 drippers strong. Not as strong as my legends, but still strong. And of course, number 3, increase your knowledge, reduce your risk. That is the sole purpose of the MP series, which includes the fire and everything else that's in there. But along with the MPs is the what's next and the what ifs. It's always to give you something to think about. And it's just different options. Options is what you like I say, you never just want to have just one. That's like going to the only one car you can drive. No, you want to drive a Chevy. I want to drive a different car. Somebody else want to drive a different car. You want to have options. So legends, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for all the love and support. Please continue. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. The series will continue. And to all my legends, engage. You got 7 seconds.